People set it and forget it. Flow bloat because they're never done. They build the next step to be what they want.
Not just setting up something that's generic, but understanding like how to help the customer feel understood. What is one of the biggest mistakes that you see people making when they're setting up flows and trying to get really efficient about how they use Klaviyo?
So flows, to me, it's the real secret sauce of Klaviyo, right? It's what unlocks truly personalized marketing. The number one mistake I see is people set it and forget it. They get in there, they hire somebody, and they put in a big effort to set up a couple of flows, 6, 7 flows, and they leave them there and they wither on the vine, right? I get into Klaviyo accounts all the time, and I see like a set of flows that was like pre-COVID flows, and they're still set up and running, right? Or, people have flow bloat. They've got too many A/B tests. And so the key with flows, and it's really why Grid and Pixel turned flow management into a monthly service, is because they're never done. You have to constantly be looking for those trigger moments that are naturally happening with your customers, right? Whether it's a welcome, a collection abandonment, checkout abandonment, a purchase, a review request, a subscription upsell. There's tons of these events that are happening. And if you can really understand which of the ones are most applicable, not only to your business, but to the needs and wants and desires of your customers, then each time one of those events happens, you have an opportunity to create a great email or an expression of what the next step is for that customer.
Yeah, I love the idea of really like empathizing with where the customer is in their journey and building something that addresses them. And, you said that about not just setting up something that's generic, but understanding like how to help the customer feel understood rather than just marketed to. Maybe they need a little brand education and not a discount code sent to them in an email.
Now, this is actually where I see a lot of brands making a mistake. They build the next step to be what they want. Buy this product, do this thing.
Totally.
But the key is to build that next step to help your customer on their own journey as they navigate your site and try to find the product or service or whatever it is that they're trying to achieve and solve. And Klaviyo lets you do that in a wonderful way. And so when you think about the world through that way, right, it's these events, it's these expressions, and then through the distribution of email or SMS, you've got this chance to have like a one-on-one conversation each time something changes that makes the context different for the end user. And that's super powerful. And so to really do it good, not only should you have email done and SMS, and they should be together on the same platform, but you should have, complex flows that are treating new people versus returning people differently. People who've made a purchase before versus haven't differently. If you're collecting micro commit information via surveys or pop-up, you should be using that to help them get to where they want to go. I mean, the very best version of emails that come from Klaviyo aren't like annoying or spammy. They're welcome and helpful. And so that's really what we try to achieve in flows. And, you start small and then you get more and more complicated. And we've got some brands now with 50, 60 flows because there's a whole bunch of these little moments that they've, and we've helped them really try to dial in on. And so that's the key. It's like, once you find a flow that works, you found a little vein of gold, and a lot of people just give up there. But really, that's the time to get out the, hammer and chisel and like follow that vein of gold to see where it leads. And if you're a brand out there watching this, you feel like you're not really running your Klaviyo account day to day, week to week, as good as you probably should or probably could, then today is a great time to book a call so we can show you exactly where that leverage is at.
Mm-hmm.